What's up, people? Happy Friday. I hope this video finds everybody in good spirits. You know, the other day I saw a video, a clip, and it was a clip of an Israeli official, a woman, at this big meeting. And she said that the biggest threat to Israel is young black people. The biggest threat to Israel is young black people. What the fuck she mean by that? I mean, we're a bigger threat than all of the Arab countries that's breathing down Israel's neck. We a bigger threat than that. Us, my black grandchildren are a threat to Israel. So what? They're gonna be targeted for extermination next? Is that what you're trying to say? Because look at what y'all doing now to people who y'all feel is a threat, the Palestinians. So what the hell? How is y'all gonna handle this big threat? See, when people say that, how the Israelis gonna handle this big threat? When people say that we shouldn't really care about what's happening in Israel with the Palestinians and how they driving the Palestinians down into Egypt. We shouldn't care about that because that's not our fight. How about how they driving us out the cities into these little suburbs, towns, and enclaves where the whole town is black and the whole police force is white? I think y'all should research the King Alfred plan. Now, I don't care if I sound conspiratorial because conspiracies have a tendency to come out true a lot of times. But Israel pulling the strings and calling the shots. And when Israel calls young black people a threat, that's like lining us up for when they get done with the Palestinians, who they're going to target next. And that'll be my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren. And I got a fucking problem with that. I think that we should be very, very wary of what that agenda is. Because clearly they got control of the United States government. And the United States government, like it or not, has control of us. So, I don't know, man. That's some easy math to do to me. I mean, I like to look forward, you know. What kind of shit is that? This lady is the biggest threat to Israel is young black people. And she says something about having had a meeting with who she called some black leaders to discuss this issue, this problem with the black youth. The fuck is we doing to Jewish people? What the fuck? We ain't never did nothing to them. The shit always come the other way. So pay attention. Focus. Watch these motherfuckers because they wiping the Palestinians out. It ain't no turning back. Ain't gonna be no such thing as the Gaza Strip anymore. And the way they trying to herd us and gentrify us out and move us around, I don't know, man. You gotta think ahead. You gotta harden your motherfucking defenses. or at least be aware, or at least elect the right people so that you can have some sort of political backing when this type of shit starts to happen, because the politicians now are all owned by Israel, and they all on the same page that Israel can do whatever it wants to do to whomever it wants to, and can't nobody say nothing about it. And that's some bullshit. And now they're talking about our young people are their biggest threat. So what the fuck is they planning on doing to our young people? Or what are they currently doing to our young people? Now, if you're paying any little bit of attention, you can really see what they're doing to our young people through music and entertainment. But it's a long range, well thought out plan to neutralize the people. And then once you neutralize the people, dehumanize them, you can go ahead and, finish the job like they're doing in Palestine right now. And I can't get my mind around how callous and cutthroat everybody really is. And I've been on this planet 6 decades. I'm 66 years old. I can't remember a time when people was just this callous about all the bloodshed and all the dying. During the Vietnam War era, I was a child, but I was old enough to understand the news. And you would see the bloodshed and the images on TV. Now they got all that shit whitewashed and you don't get to see it. So you don't get to see the villages on fire and the bodies blown apart and all of that shit. News is sanitized. So Americans don't get to see none of that shit. What the army really has to do. All they get to see is, dressed up and parading up and down the motherfucking street, looking good. But what do militaries do? What is Israel really, the IDF really doing? They're killing people. And they're killing people without a second thought. If they can't have to kill one, if they want to kill, just some shit that got me, right? With the IDF. If you live next door to a motherfucker that they trying to kill, they'll kill you and your fucking neighbor. That's an actual policy that they have. And now they saying our black youth are their biggest threat. Their biggest threat now. They got nukes. Israel has nuclear weapons. But I work at a high school. I work at a security station in the morning. And I see all the kids coming in the building. Me and the other security job coach is a lady. And we're standing there, one on one side, on the other side. All the kids are passing through. I'm looking in the faces of these young people, these young black kids coming into high school. And some, look a little older than others, but they all look like children to me. And they, with their afros and dreadlocks, are what Israel is worried about. Y'all, we got to protect our kids. The moral of the story is we got to protect our children because they're all we got at the end of the day. We got to educate our children because they're all we have at the end of the day. We can't let our children be targeted by anybody. We can't allow our children to be targeted by anybody and used by anybody. We got to take a whole different approach to raising our black children. We really do. We really do. And I'm not going to say social media is demonize. I'm not going to demonize social media. I'm just going to say we should use it correctly. I'm not. In other words, I'm not going to blame the shit on social media that the United States wants to kill us to fuck off, because nobody around the world likes black people. And now, a country that's willing to commit genocide has our children in its crosshairs, and that's a problem. So yeah, we gotta educate our children to shit like that. Go check that video out. Do a search. Israeli official targets black youth. Type that into the search bar and you'll get the link to the video that way. Man, I tell you. Anyway, y'all keep your head up. We're going into the weekend. Don't take nothing for granted and watch out for them folks, because they're all out there. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Don't forget to like the video, hit the subscribe button, and subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload. All right, peace.